So when you were growing up too, I have to ask all of these athletes, did you try other sports or was it pretty much just soccer and volleyball?
I played a little bit of basketball. Other than that, yeah, it was just soccer and volleyball mostly.
So when you started diving into club volleyball and eventually you made vars as a freshman, so obviously you were having success in volleyball. What was it about? You can share a little bit about this. Southern California versus Hawaii. What was the club scene like for volleyball? What's the culture like for volleyball? And did that really help to sharpen your skills at a young age?
Yes, I mean, club volleyball in Southern California is just crazy. You will have 100 teams within a 30-mile radius, whereas compared to on island, you're going to have maybe a total of 10 or 15. And that's what I didn't really understand, because at least every other weekend in California, you had whether it was a 3-day tournament or just a Sunday, but you had a tournament almost every weekend and you're playing different teams. You would sometimes play the same teams, but it was never that you're playing the same teams 6-7 times in a season or in a tournament. So when I got here, it really opened up my eyes to, oh my gosh, they do not have a lot of competition here. It's just the same teams that they play over and over. And, that kind of, it stinks for the girls, because you want to be able to get the experience of playing other people and, other girls that you're not playing in high school, that you're not playing against in club. So it's always good when they do travel to the mainland to those tournaments. That's always super exciting for them as well. But it's just very, very different than how I started what my club experience was as, in high school and when I started.
Very, very different over here. And even for our high school too. So with that many teams, in Southern California, and you're playing so much variety of competition, right? Are there different divisions, or how's the competition? And how was the competition when you were growing up?
The competition when I was growing up was pretty big. So I actually lived in Redondo Beach, but I went to high school in Torrance because that's where my mom worked. So our conference, or whatever you want to call it, was pretty competitive. And then we have what is called CIF. CIF is basically they take all the top teams from your conferences and then you end up playing each other. Once you win CIF, you'll then go to states. So in a lot of different states, or I know when I went to school in college, girls would be from Wisconsin. Oh, I won states. I'm like, I don't even know anyone that's won states in California, because that's just crazy if you do. I mean, and then you'll end up playing until, Christmas time or whatever it is, because it's such a prolonged time frame with that. But I went to, or the schools around us that a lot of people might know is Redondo High is very competitive in volleyball, Mira Costa, schools like that. And we always had to travel pretty far too. For CIF, we would sometimes have to drive 3 to 4 hours just for one game. It's a crazy experience, and I love playing and growing up in Southern California, because I don't think that you get that in a lot of places.
Yes, definitely. And Southern California, I mean, they're pretty known for volleyball. So you probably have a lot of players that go on to play the next level. And, just the competition, like you said, there's so much variety, but it's high quality competition too.